Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. DSP here. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. This is my second gameplay stream for today, October 27th, 2015. As you can see, you know what? Here, I'll take this off. It's going to be Halo 5. It's going to be the campaign of Halo 5. I'm going to be playing it for roughly 90 minutes to 2 hours tonight. And I do apologize that I'm not ready to go here. The bottom line is this. I would have liked to have been ready for the stream at 7 p.m. Some stuff happened. There was some expectation of something that was supposed to happen today that did not happen. It's not that I don't want to talk about it. It's that I don't really think that it really matters. And because of that, I'm late. Not to say that I'm late. I actually was purposely delaying installing the game for a particular reason. But I won't get into it because I don't want to seem overly negative. I don't want to seem like I'm angry. I don't want to be venting on the stream and have everyone who's here to watch Halo 5 get kind of pissed off that I'm here bitching rather than playing the game. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm just going to say it is what it is. That's life. It sucks, absolutely, that we have to wait here and we're sitting here and we're waiting for the game to be ready. And it's not. And I apologize for that, but it is what it is. That's life. And we're going to wait. So I'm going to talk a little bit on this pre-stream here while it installs. If you're wondering what takes so long for the game to install, it's because the game has a 9 gigabyte day 1 patch. Apparently, from all reports, the day 1 patch is the multiplayer. Meaning, if you don't install the patch, you can't play the multiplayer at all. It doesn't exist. They didn't put it on the disc. From reports, yeah, apparently the disc only has the campaign and that's it. So, you need to have a pretty damn good internet connection and download 9 gigabytes in order to actually play the game. Pretty interesting, huh? But this is, as I've said earlier this year, I think that this is actually the way to go. At least not that this is the way to go, but this is the way that games will go. Let's put it that way. In the future, I don't think they're even going to be selling physical copies of games anymore. I think that these game developers and publishers are going to say it's not worth it to have the physical disc anymore. Everything will be digital, whether it's a digital voucher with a code on it or if you just buy it through the marketplace that way. I think that's what's going to end up happening, and I think it will be a slow adjustment because there are people who are just so used to watching, so used to owning physical copies of games, right? They absolutely need to have the physical copy. They feel that that is like the insurance that the game is there and they can play it whenever they want, although we've seen, as of recently, that's really not even the case. You're buying these new games, you can't even play them without going online and doing this insanely huge patch to play them, right? So, it is what it is. I think that this is sadly the future of gaming, and that within a few years, I'll give it maybe 5 years tops, you won't see physical copies of the game sold anymore. Instead, it's going to be all digital, right? Everything will be a digital license. Kind of like with movies that are on demand right now. Right? A lot of people like to have a physical movie collection, but a lot of people are now going to the digital on-demand collection, where you just watch it on demand whenever you want. You don't physically own the movie. I think that's what's going to happen with games. I do. And we're going to have stuff like this all the time, where we're going to have huge installs and, you know, no more getting a game and coming home and popping it in your system and playing it immediately. It's going to be getting the game and either having to preload it a day early so you can play it when it actually technically launches, or just sitting around and waiting for the game to install and download before you can actually play it. And it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Things advance, and this is the way things are going. I just feel bad for the people who don't have good internet. I really do, because the bottom line is, at least in the United States, I know this for a fact, our infrastructure of our internet is not good. It's a bunch of competing companies who all have different kinds of lines and different kinds of internet quality all competing. And some people have really slow. Some people still can only get DSL slow internet, which to download a 9 gigabyte game would probably take them about 4 hours. And it's like, you have to really wait that long? You know what I mean? So anyway, I digress. That's why we're waiting. I apologize that it was not ready at the beginning of the stream here. I would have loved to start right on 7 o'clock. Unfortunately, because of a circumstance, like I said, I really don't want to get into it because I don't want to sound negative or anything on the stream. It's not ready, but we're going to talk a tiny bit here. As soon as this gets 100%, we're going to boot the game and start, okay? So, earlier today, I played WWE 2K16. And right now, I'll be honest, it was a fun 3 hours. I loved it, but I do have to say there are a few little quirks and quips with the game that kind of were weird. There was a few little weird things that happened. Some cheap scenarios where all of a sudden, out of a cutscene, there's a pin, and if you don't kick out of the pin, you have to replay an entire match. There were a few glitchy things that happened, but typically that's what always happens with WWE. I am liking the Stone Cold Steve Austin storyline because I love Stone Cold Steve Austin, the wrestler. I love his promos. I love his style in the ring. And I do think that the game is doing a very good job with that. So I'm very much looking forward to more of that tomorrow. Okay? So I certainly hope that you will join me tomorrow. All right? For the continuation of that. That will be my first gameplay stream tomorrow as well. So I hope to see you tomorrow for more WWE. And tomorrow night, I will be doing more Halo 5. And yes, the game will be installed by then, so I'll be able to start on time tomorrow night, okay? Now, I'm getting some questions today. Lots of different questions, okay? The first question I've been getting all day. Phil, have you heard that Minecraft Story Mode Episode 2 basically closet released today? With absolutely no announcement, no forewarning. It just came out of nowhere. Yes, I'm aware because I'd say about 50 people tweeted me about it today, so I am aware. And yes, I do want to play Episode 2 of the story mode of Minecraft because I played Episode 1 about 2 weeks ago now, and I actually very much enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, and it was fun, and it was quirky, and it was something refreshing and different, and I really liked it. However, I've got other stuff to do this week. It's just that simple. Where this week already, we had the WWE, Halo 5, and me continuing Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So, sadly, I hate to say it, sorry Telltale, but maybe one day you'll get your heads out of your asses, and you'll realize that the entire gaming world does not revolve around you and when you just want to do stuff. You know? How many people this week are going to drop either, let's say if you were already playing Assassin's Creed, you were dying to play Halo 5, or you're dying to play WWE, how many people do you really think are going to drop everything and say, oh, I'm going to drop everything to play Episode 2 of this game that wasn't even announced? You know? I think Telltale, unfortunately, they're kind of spoiled at this point because they know that people buy these season passes, and so they don't really give a shit about their timing releases or anything about their games. They just put them out whenever because they know they have your money. If you played Episode 1 of Minecraft and Story Mode and you liked it, you probably bought the season pass, right? So they have your money, so they don't give a shit. It's kind of weird. And I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with them doing weird stuff. I want everyone to understand, I really liked Episode 1. I really want to play Episode 2. But I have a schedule already this week. So maybe we'll save it for sometime next week, and I'll play it sometime next week once we're finishing up some of the stuff that I'm working on now. All right, so just making that abundantly clear. Yes, I'm aware. No, I'm not playing it right away. Okay? Number 2. Have I heard about the new game from Quantic Dream? Yes, I have. It's called Detroit. And I think the secondary title of it is like Becoming Human or something like that. And it's supposed to be based in Detroit. Detroit, Michigan. In the United States. It's supposed to be in the future. Androids have been created, I guess. And these androids with AIs are basically trying to become citizens. And I guess it's supposed to be about a social commentary about what is it to be human, what is it to be alive, could a robot become a human? And if you actually took a look at a movie recently called Ex Machina, or Ex Machina, I don't know how you pronounce it, I think it's Ex Machina. I just saw this movie recently, and it's just about this issue. There's an android controlled by an AI made by this this scientist, and he's basically trying to make the perfect person. And he's giving this android tests to see if it could pass as a person or not, or if someone would think that it's a robot or believe that it's a real person. By the end of the movie, the robot mind fucks everyone in the movie, kind of just starts stabbing people and escapes. It's really weird, but it's actually an interesting movie. Okay, so there you have it. I think it's going to have those kind of issues, and I'm looking forward to it. Quantic Dream always does a good job with their games. I have not played a game yet from Quantic Dream that I did not enjoy. And I've played Indigo Prophecy / Fahrenheit, whatever you want to call it, Heavy Rain, and yes, even Beyond Two Souls, which critics panned. I loved it. So I'm looking forward to their next game, and whenever it comes out, I'll be there. Absolutely. The other thing is Dalsim has been announced for Street Fighter V, and everyone's saying, what do you think? My answer is I don't think, because I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen a trailer. I haven't seen anything about Dalzine because I'm busy with new releases and stuff. I haven't been sitting around watching the internet all day, watching the trailers for it, so I saw nothing of it. So I have no comment. Maybe when I finally do check it out and play him, I'll have a comment. Right now, I don't. Okay. What else? There was something else, too, that someone asked me that I really wanted to address, and now I can't fucking remember what it was. What the hell was it? There was one other thing. Ah, shit. I should have written these down. I should have written these fucking things down, damn it. This always happens. You forget that one thing. You know what I mean? You forget that one thing, and you're like, son of a bitch. Well, son of a fart. Well, anyway, while we're still killing time, because it looks like we still have some significant time to kill here, I will say this. I hope you're all looking forward to the Halloween. Oh, I remember what it is now. I remember what it is. I'll get to it. I'm YouTube Red. I'm going to talk about this in a moment. But anyway, I hope you're all looking forward to the Halloween marathon later this week on Saturday. It'll be a fun day-long marathon of me playing Saw 2 and Fatal Frame Maiden of the Black Water. At least right now it looks like that, unless a lot more votes come in over the week and one of them overpoweringly wins one to the other. Okay? So I don't know. Sorry, I got distracted by the stream chat. I was reading what people were saying about Indigo Prophecy and stuff. I agree, that was a great game and a great playthrough. But anyway, yeah, Halloween Marathon this Saturday. Hope you'll be here for it, alright? Only 5 days left to pledge to my Patreon to make the next marathon happen, which is the Rockathon. Me playing Rock Band 4 for a day long. And I've never done a music game before. I'm doing it in a stream format rather than a playthrough. I'm not able to make videos to make it an individual playthrough because of copyright and content ID risk. So instead, I'm actually going to be doing it as this marathon stream if I can hit a funding level that'll allow me to do that. Okay. So please, 5 more days left to pledge to my Patreon, patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. You can get some cool personal perks for yourself for as little as $1. If you're enjoying my content, you're watching the streams, you're watching all the new games, you're like, wow, this is cool, I want to see Phil be able to do this in the future, regardless of the fact of how many people are coming out to watch it, that's the way to contribute and to support, you know, the effort, okay? All right, last but not least, this is what I wanted to talk about, YouTube Red. YouTube Red, ladies and gentlemen, launches tomorrow, for those of you who don't know. And there's 2 big critical things that have happened that I need to talk about. Number 1, my old YouTube channel, The King of Hate HD, is gone. That is right. My YouTube channel, The King of Hate HD, is apparently gone, meaning no one can see the videos on it. Not that the channel is defunct, but apparently no one can watch any videos on that channel. And you might say, well, why? I don't understand what happened. Well, here's what happened. I was part of the Google AdSense program with that channel back in 2009 and 2010. Okay, I had ads on those videos. This was my old vlogging channel where I did like trip vlogs and stuff like that. Okay, and I had ads on the videos. That was before I ever had any ads on my gameplay videos because you couldn't do it back then. Back in 2010, you just couldn't put ads on gameplay. Okay, before that, I was making a little bit of side money on the King of Hate HD channel. It wasn't a lot of money. It was maybe, you know, $100 a month or something like that. You know, it was like little pittance that I was making off of it. Then at the end of 2010, I got laid off from my office job, okay, and started doing all these new efforts. I was continuing to play all the new games for free because I couldn't put ads on those videos, but I was doing these new vlogging series, and all of a sudden my viewership and everything insanely exploded on the King of Hate HD. Basically, the channel became incredibly popular because I became like the underdog gamer of the internet. It was like, how dare they lay off Phil? This guy is a fun guy who's been doing videos since 2008 as a hobby, and now he has no job. Let's support him. So everyone ran over to the King of Hate vlogs and watched my videos, okay? And when they did that, apparently YouTube thought that, well, this is not possible, that this could possibly be happening, that this many people would be watching Phil's content and engaging and clicking on the ads and doing all this stuff and making him money. And within 2 months, they kicked me out of the AdSense program, to which I said, well, that's fine, you could do that, but then I'm not going to fucking bother with this shit anymore. I'm going to find another way to do everything. And I did. Eventually, I got partnered with Machinima. I was able to monetize my gameplay videos, and the rest is history, all right? But since then, I stopped using the King of Hate HD. So that channel has been defunct for years. In fact, it was actually early 2013 when I announced that I would have a new vlogging channel called The King of Hate Vlogs, and for over 2 years now, I've been using that channel for all of my vlogging needs. All 2013, all of 2014, and now 2015. So almost 3 years now, it's been The King of Hate Vlogs, okay? So that's where you can go for all my new vlogs. However, YouTube Red launches tomorrow, and apparently YouTube has, in their all wisdom, decided that if you don't agree to their new terms of service, which basically says that they are able to make your videos visible to people who are YouTube Red subscribers, if you don't sign the new terms of service, they take all your videos away. And that's actually what happened on the King of Hate HD. I have not logged into that page nor signed their new user agreement because, quite honestly, I don't feel that I should fucking have to. Those videos are not monetized anymore. There's no ads on them because they kicked me out of Google AdSense. And therefore, I shouldn't have to sign a new terms and agreement saying that people are going to be able to pay money on a monthly basis to see those videos without ads when there's no ads on them anyway. The whole fucking thing makes no sense. So I didn't sign in and I didn't agree to the new terms of service. So YouTube took all the videos away. So the channel's still there. The videos still exist. But because I did not agree to the new terms of service, the channel is basically defunct and you can't watch any of the content at all. So how's that? Now, the thing is, I don't know if I do log into that channel and I do, let's say right now, agree to their new terms of service, I don't know if that'll undo it and all the videos will be visible or not. I don't. I don't know. I really don't. So, I don't even know if I'll be able to get those videos back. If I even wanted to, they might be gone forever. It's not clear. So, that's what's going on with that. Just to clarify for everyone who's very confused, I was as confused too when this happened, and I looked into it, and that's what happened with it, all right? Now, the other thing that I want to talk to everyone about is with YouTube Red, all right, is this big thing that just came out that was not apparent to anyone whatsoever until like 2 days ago when people figured it out. So, just so quickly, for those who don't know, YouTube Red is a new subscription service by which you pay $10 a month, or I think it's $5 a month, something like that. I don't even know. It might be 10. And you basically get an ad-free YouTube, so all the ads are removed everywhere. On your PC, on your mobile devices, everywhere you watch YouTube, there's no ads, okay? And you can watch exclusive content like a show, a reality TV show where they try to scare PewDiePie. You know, because he's really legitimately scared in the game playthroughs he does, so now he gets to pretend like he's scared in a reality show. You know, stuff that no one cares about because little kids who watch his videos for that shit aren't going to pay $10 a month to watch this stupid show. And a new Toby Turner show, which makes no sense because who even talks about Toby Turner anymore? Nobody. He's got this hardcore fan base of people who stuck with him, but who the hell else talks about him? No one. So I don't understand what they're doing with this pay service. They think they're providing exclusive content. It's a bunch of shit no one's ever going to want or pay for. But I digress. It launches tomorrow. And everyone's like, well, wait a minute. If there's an ad-free YouTube, right? If there's an ad-free YouTube, then how is it going to work for people who make their living off of YouTube? 99% of the people who make a living off of YouTube have ads on their videos, and those ads generate revenue, and that's the money they make, okay? I don't. I'm actually in a different kind of contract with Machinima, where I get revenue based off of how many views are on my videos. It's a flat rate, and the Machinima takes all the ad revenue off the videos. They keep all the ad revenue, and I make a flat rate based off of ad-supported views, okay? So what YouTube Red is saying is that it's not going to be based off of ads anymore. Anyone who's a YouTube Red viewer, all right, they're not going to see ads, but what YouTube will do is take, let's say, 50% of what they subscribe. So $5 a month. If it's a $10 a month subscription, $5 a month, they'll divide that amongst the channels they watch. So if they watch PewDiePie 50% of the time and me 50% of the time, it means PewDiePie will make $2.50 and I'll make $2.50 based off of their subscription. That's how it's going to work. You're just going to have like a pool of money that you get every month from YouTube Red viewers. Okay, that's great, but then they announced 2 days ago that guess what? The month of November will be free for everyone. So anyone who wants to try YouTube Red could try it for free. Oh, by the way, YouTubers make no money on any of the views. So basically, any work that anyone puts out in the month of November, anyone who uses the free YouTube Red trial, you don't get paid for that. So basically, you're fucked. If you're a YouTuber and you had projects planned for the month of November, and let's face it, November is the biggest gaming month of the year. So you're going to be playing Fallout 4. You're going to be playing all these big games in November. You just got fucked because YouTube just said, fuck you. We don't care about you. We're going to try to get people to sign a service for us to make money because we don't care about you or your business or your ad revenue, which, by the way, is how Google has always approached everyone who ever used YouTube. They don't care about the common uploader at all. They only care about themselves. Okay? And because of that, basically, no one has any idea. Like, how are we supposed to operate? Now, here's the thing. Number one, who gives a fuck about YouTube Red? I haven't heard anyone even say I don't even care about it or I'm going to use it. So I'm not really too worried. Do I really think that a significant amount of my viewing base are going to be using YouTube Red? No, I don't. I surely don't. I don't think that there's going to be a big chunk of people who are going to be fucking using YouTube Red at all. And I guarantee you in December, as soon as everyone's free trial runs out, you're going to see millions of people who maybe tried it for a month go down to like 10,000 people who are actually going to continue to pay for it. Because YouTube is free. YouTube is fucking free. That's the whole point. That's why it was popular. That's why it's still popular, because it's fucking free. If it becomes an on-demand paid-for service, it's just like Netflix or HBO or anything else, and you're going to see your customer base drop the fuck off, okay? So, I'm not too worried. I might see a decline in November. It sucks, and I might be negatively affected by it, but the thing is, I guarantee you that come December, it's going to go back to normal because no one's going to pay for YouTube Red. And the other thing is, I don't know. I don't know how it works. No one knows what is this ratio of money that YouTube is going to actually pay to the YouTubers for YouTube Red. They never disclosed it. They're not publicly disclosing it at all. I think what they've realized is they're not making a ton of money on ads, right? And so what they need to do is change their business model to try to make more money. Really stupid. So anyway, this is really silly, okay? The whole thing is silly. I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I really don't feel that I'm going to be too affected by it anyway. I might be and I might not be, and I don't have no fucking clue, and I have no control over it. So I'm not going to sit here and bitch about it, but that's the deal. All right, that's the deal. That's what they've decided to do. Great. You know, more money for Google, more good stuff for Google, and more ways to screw over the viewer and the content uploader that makes Google their money, right? That's how it's always been. They're a bunch of greedy fucks. It's ridiculous. All right, but anyway, that is it, everyone. As you see, the game just finished. Let's finish. Let me stop bitching here. And not really that I'm bitching. I'm just kind of trying to inform you. Like I said, I really don't care either way. We'll just see what happens. All right. And let's get started with Halo 5 Guardians. Like I said, we'll play around 2 hours tonight. We'll continue tomorrow. We'll go from there. We'll see how it goes, okay? So that is it. Thank you, everyone. Let me end this pre-stream, and then we'll get started with Halo 5.